What happened to the USS Cyclops, America's greatest naval mystery, when it vanished without a trace in 1918? The USS Cyclops was a massive US Navy collier over 500 feet long and capable of carrying more than 12,000 tons of coal. She was one of the largest ships in the US Navy at the time, and with nearly 306 people aboard, she disappeared during World War I, leaving behind no wreckage, no distress call, nothing. On March 4th, 1918, the Cyclops departed from Barbados, bound for Baltimore. It was a routine voyage, the kind the ship had made many times before. But this time, it never arrived. Somewhere in the stretch of Atlantic Ocean between the Caribbean and the US East Coast, the ship simply vanished. The last confirmed sighting was in Barbados, where the ship took on additional cargo, manganese ore used in steelmaking, and some speculated it was overloaded. Still, experienced crew members and naval engineers had no reason to suspect the ship was in serious danger. When the Cyclops failed to reach Baltimore, panic spread. The United States Navy launched an extensive search, scanning thousands of miles of ocean, but no signs were ever found. Not a single piece of wreckage, no oil slicks, no floating debris, not even a single life vest. President Woodrow Wilson famously remarked, "Only God and the sea know what happened to the great ship," and ever since, the disappearance has remained one of the most baffling unsolved cases in maritime history. So what could have caused it? Some believe it was a mechanical failure. The Cyclops had a history of engine trouble, and a broken crankshaft was reported before its final voyage. If the ship lost power in a storm, it could have capsized or sunk rapidly. Others point to the possibility of enemy action. After all, this was the height of World War I. Could a German U-boat have torpedoed the vessel? It's possible, but no German records mention such an attack, and surely some debris would have surfaced. Then there are the more mysterious theories, the Bermuda Triangle. Alien abductions, secret weapons, wild ideas, yes, but the utter lack of evidence fuels speculation. The Cyclops vanished in a region that would later become infamous for strange disappearances, the so-called Devil's Triangle. But perhaps the most compelling theory lies in sabotage. The ship's commanding officer, Lieutenant Commander George W. Worley, was an unusual figure. German-born, often erratic and reportedly disliked by his crew, he was even accused of harboring pro-German sympathies. Could he have intentionally steered the ship to its doom, or did a mutiny occur on board? The truth is, we may never know. The USS Cyclops left behind no survivors, no clues, no answers, only questions. For over a century, the ocean has kept its secret. And so, the mystery endures. Why did one of the US Navy's largest ships vanish without a trace? And what really happened to the men aboard the doomed USS Cyclops? This is Epic Time Journeys, where history's greatest mysteries come alive.